Hello everybody and welcome back to MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, where we need to clear the mountain road of all hostiles. And the main question is, are we going to have long line of sights or very, very short ones? I guess we'll find out. So let's go ahead and run this. Now's the time to strike back against my brother. Join our honor guard in clearing away all hostile forces along the mountain path to Emil's villa. Okay, so at this point, I'm probably going to go for full salvage shares here yet again. We'll do something like this. 30 salvage shares is a pretty decent number of salvage shares. We're going to be at a tonnage limit of 240. Okay, so it'll need to be broadly similar to what we've got here. And we can't repair these mechs in this location. So, to that end, what do we want to drive? I believe we still have this Marauder, which would be good in short line of sight areas, not so great in long line of sight areas, and we still don't know which one this is going to be. So that'll be interesting. Then we should probably have, like, the Blackjack here, which is good in long line of sight, but not so good in short line of sight. Then we could have something like... I'm wondering what our fire support could be. Do we have our trebuchet unrepaired? Or is that repaired right now? Let's go into our mediums. Let's see, that's not repaired, but it's not in terrible shape. Okay, let's put a hunchback here, and then we would have... Let's see, that would be 70 tons. So we could bring, say, the Archer, if that was repaired. Or we could hypothetically bring, like, a Cataphract. The Catapult K2 is not currently repaired. We could bring a Jaeger. I feel like that's not amazing. What if we brought the Rifleman with its Gauss rifles? Like this. If we did that, I'd want to swap out the Blackjack. We could go for a 55-tonner. But we don't really have one. We could go for a 60-tonner, like our like our Quick Draw. And then we'd need to drop a little bit of weight somewhere else. We could take the Hunchback down to a 45-tonner, which would mean the Blackjack. Or we could just say we're going to be over tonnage. Or we could drop our Marauder down to a 70-tonner. That's a theoretical option. Like, for example, this Grasshopper. I mean, it's got that ER large laser and then a bunch of medium lasers. That might not be the worst of ideas. So something like this. It's an awkward lance, for sure. But we can't repair here, so it's what we've got. So let's see what we've got going on here. And if this continues beyond this mission, things are going to get even more awkward.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
There is one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Emil's mountain villa is only accessible through a mountain road that travels through the area. It appears that his Merrick forces have installed defenses along the path and are preparing a defensive position along this patch of road to repel our forces. We will need this patch of road cleared of all Merrick forces before we can box Emil in. So assist House Richter and militia units in destroying all enemy forces that wear the Merrick Eagle.
He'll get burned.
Okay, we need to set up our weapon groups. So ER large laser is going to go here. I'm going to do medium lasers all in this weapon group. The question is, do we want them to be rotational or not?
Provinces.
Oh, I didn't apply that. No wonder that felt really strange. Okay, helps if we apply it. There we go. Okay, noted. So we need to push forward here.
Target acquired.
And take out this artillery. That is the current goal. So that artillery was one shot by our large laser. That's nice. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on our heat. It doesn't seem too bad.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay.
Target and mech eliminated. Such as the fatal all proposed house barrack.
Cool. So there's that artillery
New
dealt
target,
with. Now,
trebuchet.
I want this trebuchet gone.
Fire.
Focus fire on it, please. Where is it? It's right here. Cool.
Target
And there it goes.
destroyed.
Add one more to my kill count.
Target destroyed.
Okay. All is looking good thus far.
Target
We've got your target, Commander.
There's a lot of light mechs
I
around
just
here.
took that mech out.
Okay. We're focus firing this fleet. I am, of course,
destroyed.
heading up towards this artillery right now.
New target Raven.
Okay. There's a lot of enemy mechs around here. And we didn't hit that fleet, but that's fine.
Enemy reinforcements inbound.
New target Locust.
Okay.
Focus target received, Commander.
We're focus firing that locust. Sounds good.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Shared target identified.
Ooh, there's a dropship landing right there. Okay, I'm backing off. Okay, so let's take out these helicopters for the moment.
Another enemy dropship incoming.
Oh yeah,
Acquired.
we're well aware. Okay.
New target fire sale.
Priority target received.
That's another dropship coming in.
Target destroyed.
Focus target has been updated.
Okay. Fire starter nearly down. We've almost got it cored. There we go.
Target destroyed.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target.
We're coordinating fire on that commando for right now.
Defensive pattern. Component lost.
I got it.
So this is more light mechs coming in.
New target.
Copy. The commander's target is our target.
Okay. We gotta go after this artillery
Look
though.
out, Commander. More enemy mechs inbound.
Let's get this artillery out of here.
Lost to my left arm.
Really?
Shifting to your
Against these
target,
lights?
Commander.
Our hunchback is taking a lot of fire. Okay.
Target
Noted.
destroyed.
We gotta eliminate the artillery.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
There we go.
Target destroyed.
So there's the artillery down. Excellent. I don't see any other mechs right now. Ah, there's one.
Target destroyed.
Commander's target received.
The enemy are deploying still more reinforcements, Commander.
Okay. There was a light mech out over this way.
Copy. Engage commander's target.
It's just a little locust. That's not very threatening, of course. And there he
Target
goes.
destroyed.
On the
That's a
commander's
commando.
target.
There's somebody else right over here.
Targeting info
Okay.
updated.
Commando's down.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Now for that fleet. Where are you at? Come here. Okay, fleet's
Target
down.
dis-
We're on your target, Commander.
Our hunchback still being focused. So that's noted. Okay, this flea is turbo dead. There we go.
Target destroyed. Target
Oh, they're
acquired.
actually paying attention to us now.
New target flee.
Okay,
Let's get that thing.
noted. So we're gonna have to turn our legs here. There we go. One flea down.
Target acquired.
These are very small Merrick mechs. That's for sure.
Target
There goes
destroyed.
another one. And that's a Thunderbolt.
Affirmative. Commander's
Okay.
target is now priority.
We're working on coring out this Thunderbolt as quickly as we can. That one's actually a little bit threatening. But there we go.
Target destroyed.
Watch out! Tango eliminated.
Okay, what else is there?
New target spider.
Coordinated attack target received.
So this spider is not going to last very long, of course.
Good work, Commander. Now stand down. We've just received word from the sniveling coward that he is surrendering to our forces. House Richter's honor guard will handle this matter from here. Return to my estate and we'll settle up your final payments. You were well worth the money, mercenary. I will be sure to convey that to the Mercenary Review Board.
Well, that was suspiciously easy. But I mean, it is it's a rating 6 mission, right? We don't expect it to be that challenging. That's why we're trying to get these done, so that we can get to the more challenging ones a little later on. Okay, so we didn't get a lot of money out of that one, but that's fine. Do we want to salvage that Thunderbolt or that Trebuchet? Maybe. There's nothing here that we need, necessarily. There's this Wolfhound here, and Wolfhounds are pretty valuable mechs. So we could take that, and then we could take the Trebuchet or the Thunderbolt. We would probably just sell it either way. The Wolfhound we might repair, but the Trebuchet or Thunderbolt we would probably sell. So it would end up being something kind of like that, and then we would go for like a medium laser or an LRM-10, or actually like an SRM-4, something along those lines. Okay, so that'll be fine for now, and we'll proceed. Excellent work, Commander. My brother has formally declared his surrender. After his little tantrum, he's been remanded to house arrest in his villa for the rest of my days. Despite the rest of your days? Or the rest of his days? Okay. Despite him being a traitorous little weasel, he is still my brother. I've given permission to Archon Steiner to do with him as she wishes when I die, knowing that his only remaining life choices are to live out his luxurious life in solitude or in a prison cell awaiting his execution should keep him in line, as I can never see him willingly trading away his fine silk sheets for any lesser accommodations. In any case, thank you, Commander, for bringing this unfortunate business to an end. I provided you with an extra bonus for your company's discretion in these delicate matters of state. I hope that I may rely on your services again in the future, if I have any need for them again. Okay, so we'll claim that. That looks good. And now we're going to need to go somewhere where we can actually repair. There is an industrial hub right here, so let's go ahead and travel there. There's also a cantina here, so we can grab ourselves a cantina mission. Excellent. So here we should be able to actually do some repairs, which would be nice. But first, let's see what we've got here. So collect 2 urban mechs, kill 10 demolishers, or kill 25 J. Edgars. Okay. Have we run into any demolishers? We should be soon. We're definitely starting to hit the level of difficulty that we should start to see demolishers. So I guess we'll accept that, and we'll see when we get that done. That'll be fine. Apparently there's a rare awesome here, an AWS-8R. Not interested. Yeah, I'm not interested in that variant. So we need to do a lot of repairs, because we couldn't repair in the last system. This Trebuchet, I want to just straight up sell. So we're going to do that. That'll be about 1.2 million C-bills. This Wolfhound, I think we're going to repair, though. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's actually go into the loadout, make sure that this is getting properly repaired. Looks like it is. So that looks fine. And then we've got this Jaeger. We've already got a Jaeger, right? We do. I want to just sell this guy, I think. It's got a UAC-5 on it. Actually, we might want to sell our existing Jaeger. Or at least move it to cold storage. And then repair this one. This one's a higher tech mech, so I think that'll be good. So we'll go ahead and do that. We will repair this guy. So let's see what we've got here. So he's got the dual UAC-5s. And then he's got the AC-2s. This is a much, much better variant. So let's get these down here. The AC-2 ammo is here. I guess we could put it in the head. If we're taking internal head hits, we've got bigger problems than our ammo exploding, probably. I don't love doing it there, but sure. Really? This is only 28.2 firepower with dual UAC-5s? Interesting. How are UAC-5s modeled in this game? It's got a higher rate of fire, and it does more damage. Slightly higher heat. Slightly lower max range. Faster projectile speed. Okay, so this is not modeled the way it is at all in, like in Rogue Tech, where UAC-5s are essentially two AC-5s bolted together for way less tonnage. So it's not as good, but it's still better than the AC-5s. So we'll get that going. 3.2 million C-bills. Okay, that's a lot of C-bills. So that's fine. We're going to need to get this Marauder repaired. That should be pretty cheap. Same with this Hatchetman. Nothing too major there. This Archer lost some double heat sinks. That's not great. We have them to replenish, but they're difficult to come by still. They're starting to become more available, but we definitely don't want to be losing double heat sinks if we can help it. Okay, the Centurion definitely lost a fair amount of equipment here. So it was mostly this small laser. It's a level 4 small laser, so we'll probably have to downgrade that to a level 3 small laser, but that is fine. We'll get that going. Okay. And then we've got this Catapult K2. That should be no problem whatsoever. This Dragon, same thing. And then, of course, we've got all of these guys. I didn't even notice the Rifleman using its Gauss rifle, to be honest. Okay, well, let's get that going. This Hunchback is going to need some work here. That wasn't too bad, though. And then, of course, we've got our Quick Draw here, which will be fine, and our Grasshopper. Looks good. We've still got over 50 million C-bills after getting all of those repairs done, so that seems great. I would like to consider pruning back some of our storage cost here. Yeah, so that's definitely something I'd like to do. I think we'll do that after we get these repairs completed. So we need to travel to our next location, and our next location is going to be... Looks like it could be Industrial Espionage, Blood Minerals, or Project Cold Snap. Either of these would be fine, or rather any of these three. Here on Reputation 7. Okay, so let's go ahead and track Industrial Espionage. Which one is closest? So Industrial Espionage is way down in Capellan space. Almost all the way down to the St. Ives commonality, which is, by the way, here. And then this is a free Tikhonov Republic up this direction. So yeah, there's definitely some breakaways. I see that Rosselhog has not broken away at this point. So that is absolutely fine, but that will happen eventually. Okay, so that's quite a ways away. Let's see what these others look like. We've got Blood Minerals. Where's this at? That's a lot closer, so we'd probably go to that one first. But where is Project Cold Snap? That's off in the Draconis Combine. Okay, so in that case, we're definitely going to be doing Blood Minerals here. So we'll track this, and let's head on over. So that'll be heading out this direction. There's a high reward quest at Sheridan. We could do some of these high reward quests on the way through, like the one in Colfax here. Recommended reputation level 10, but we could definitely head over that way. So that'll be 48 days to get there. So I don't think that's all of our refits done, but that's certainly a significant number of them. Let's see if that was all of them. And yeah, we've got this transmission here. So that is expected. The great houses of Steiner and Merrick enjoy a stable relationship that produces enormous and prosperous economic exchanges. Attacks still continue on both sides as each nation conducts regular intelligence-gathering raids across the border. However, the raids are increasing in intensity and frequency of late. In conjunction with SAFE, House Merrick's intelligence agency, House Steiner's Lyran Intelligence Corps has discovered an unknown organization sending battle mechs on raids while painted in the other house's colors. It's speculated these false flag operations are an attempt to drive our two houses back into all-out war. Your contract is to garrison 2 planets where a future attack is expected, and hopefully you can eliminate this threat to both great houses. We'll accept that. What difficulty is that? 10? Okay. So in that case, we would be moving on then, and we would come back to this. So then we would come down to Sheridan, where there's a high reward quest. It's a little awkward the way that these end up appearing when you are sometimes in the system, but also sometimes not. So yeah, we're going to need to get those completed eventually, but I mean, we can see there's a number of them around, for sure. Not so much in Davian space. We've gotten most of them in Davian space, but yeah, there's definitely stuff up over these directions, particularly in these border regions, which makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. So there's a couple of high reward quests up over here. We could pop there, but this is where our actual tracked objective is. So let's head over this direction. Cool. I think we'll not go out of our way to get those high reward quests until we've cleaned up everything else in our log. And then we'll just do those one at a time. That makes the most sense to me. Okay, so here we are at Nestor. Wait, is this where the false flag is? Hang on. It is. This is the wrong location. We had the wrong thing tracked when we picked that up. Okay, we wanted blood minerals. So we'll track that, and that is out in Amity. That's going to cost us a little bit of extra in travel costs, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So our bills were just paid. That means we're going to be down below 40 million C-bills. And I definitely do want to prune out some of these mechs. We're probably going to put them in cold storage. And the question is, which ones? So I want to bring this down to having, like, several available lances here. So that's understood. Okay, so let's put the Wolfhound here for now, and then let's grab, say, the Panther. I want to just go through our light mechs for the moment. So we've got a Jenner here. Let's move this down to here. We've got this Commando. That'll be fine. And then we've got our Irby. We'll put that there. And then we've got this Locust. We'll put this here. And what else do we have up here? We've got this Javelin. Okay. So I'd like to prune this down to one fairly flexible light lance in that it can get quite a few different tonnages. I want every single mech to be a different tonnage. And that pretty much right away means that we're going to send our urban mech to cold storage. Reason being, the urban mech, we would rather have the Javelin in the 30-ton slot. Now, we've got the Wolfhound and the Panther here. I think I would prefer to have the Wolfhound over the Panther. So let's move that to cold storage. That didn't go. There we go. I clicked cancel. That's why. So then we've got the Javelin for a 30-tonner. We've got the Wolfhound for a 35. We've got the Jenner for a 35. And we've got this Commando. We've also got the Locust. I think we'll keep two 35-tonners. So we'll keep the Wolfhound and the Jenner. And we'll send the Locust to cold storage. Like so. Okay, so that gets our lights into a reasonable position. Now, let's do the same thing with our mediums. I'm not sure if we're going to keep around, or if we're going to not keep around any of these mediums, but let's see what we've got here. So we've got this Assassin, that can go here, and I'm going to move this Thunderbolt up to here for now. We've got a lot of heavies, and that's going to require the most pruning for the moment. But let's see, we've got this Centurion, and then we'll have our Trebuchet. There we go. Do we have any other mediums up here? No. Okay. So we've got something like this. Cool. So for the time being, we're just going to need to get rid of one here. And I think that the answer... Wait, this doesn't have our Hunchback. Our Hunchback is up here. There we go. We're going to need to get rid of two. And the two that I want to get rid of here, I think, is probably... I'm thinking we would keep the Hatchetman over the Blackjack. Most likely. So we'll move the Blackjack to cold storage. And the Trebuchet can go into that slot. And then I think we would keep the Hunchback over the Centurion. Although the Centurion is higher armor. The Hunchback is slightly higher firepower. I'm actually going to move the Hunchback to cold storage. There we go. So that looks good. Now, heavies. Heavies are going to be... there's a lot of them. No doubt about it. So I don't think we need 2 Warhammer 6Rs. I'm going to move one of these to storage, and it's going to be this one. There we go. The Jaeger can move up over here for now. Cataphract, Quick Draw, Rifleman, Grasshopper. This is a Marauder, Thunderbolt. The Awesome I'm going to put up here, which with the rest of our assaults. We don't have that many assaults right now, so we're going to do something like that, and then I'm going to put the Battlemaster up here in the active hangar. Okay, so something like this. So most of this is heavies, right? We've got these assaults, and I kind of want to keep all of the assaults that we've got here. But I would certainly like to prune out at least a couple of these doubles. So we've got 2 Thunderbolt 5S's. I don't think we need 2 of these here, so I'm going to move 1 to cold storage. There we go. Now, we've got 2 Cataphracts. We can keep 1 of these. And which do we want? I think the 0X is the better mech here, probably. Although this Cataphract has better firepower and armor. So I'm going to send the 0X to cold storage. It has the electronic warfare, but that seems fine for now. Now, the Rifleman and the Jaeger very much fit the same niche. But I think we'll keep them around as different weight variations. And the 2 Marauders, I think both serve very useful roles as well. The Catapult K2, on the other hand, this fills a very, very similar niche as the Jaeger and Rifleman. I don't think we need 3 of these. So I'm going to move the Catapult K2 to cold storage here, I think, unless we would rather move the Jaeger. Kinda, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and move the Jaeger to cold storage then. That'll be fine. Okay, so these are our direct fire support mechs. We have 2 of them. Now I'm interested in indirect fire support mechs and having 2 of those. So that would be our archer here, and then the other would be an assault mech. So we don't have a second indirect fire support heavy mech. Okay, so then we'd look at our like juggernaut / cavalry frontline mechs, right? And on the lighter and faster side, we've got the Quick Draw and the Dragon. And kind of the Grasshopper as well, but the Grasshopper is really more in this category here. Actually, it's kind of better than both of these Marauders, while being 5 tons lighter. So I think the Grasshopper should probably replace this Marauder. Yes. Okay, so we'll move this to cold storage. The Grasshopper will take that slot. Okay. Now, these guys here are all supposed to be, like, kind of juggernauty, and the Warhammer is a little low on its armor for that role. So I think we can send the Warhammer to cold storage like that. Then we've got our Dragon and our Quick Draw as cavalry mechs. These are a little bit juggernauty, and then these are kind of command-ish mechs. So it would be something along the lines of this overall. So you can see our storage cost is now down by about 2 million by doing that. That is very, very significant. I'm just going to put the Battlemaster there for now, and these guys are way down here, but we don't really need to move them up. I mean, we could. We certainly could. So we'll do something like this. They're going to get jumbled up anyway because they get moved around as we use them. I wish that they didn't and they remained in these positions, but whatever. That is a nice pruning back of our mechs. We still have a good variety, and we still have all of these that we can ready if we feel like we need them. So that will be fine. And of course, we're here at Amity and ready to do this, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to assault communications arrays belonging to the Obsidian Harvest Corporation. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.